Hey, I'm Jason. Let's go fishing. So today we're at a lake in the central, pushing towards the, I guess, probably the southern Cascades of Washington State. We are at about 4,500 feet in elevation here, almost exactly 4,500 feet in elevation here. And we're right on the border between the Gifford Pinchot to the west and the Wenatchee National Forest to the east. Cool little lake. I've been here several times before, but this is definitely the earliest I've ever been able to get to this lake. As I'm filming this, it's early May. The ice is already off. I did a recon mission up here a few days ago to check it out and was surprised to see it completely clear of ice. This lake is fly fish only and no motors, not even electric, so I'm up here with a pretty minimal setup. We're gonna float tube it today. Likely gonna get into some brook trout. Hopefully we'll get into some holdover rainbows. No matter what, should be a good day. So what am I rocking today? I got my Echo 10-foot 6-weight Stillwater. I've got an SA indicator leader today. I typically prefer the Rio, but I wanted to go 3X today and only had 2X in the Rio with me. So, and SA makes a fine leader too. They just they're just a little bit different. I've got the Rio Stillwater floater, Phil Rowley edition. It's got the tippet ring on the end there, you can see, which makes a super nice, smooth transition through the eye. I really like this line. I just picked it up here late this winter, early this spring, and really digging it for throwing indicators. And then right now I've just got my bobber all the way at the end of that leader because I don't know exactly how deep I'm going to fish yet. I've got my tippet section already pre-tied, and then once I know how deep we're going to fish, we'll adjust depth, tie that tippet section on, and we'll be good to go. All right, here's what I got on. Small, quick release bobber. Micro swivel. This one's P-line. I think it's a number 14, and it's like over 30-pound test. Killer little swivel. Down to a little DL back with a probably too long tail. And a little damselly looking jig leech. Fish just jumped right there and right there. Let's get this thing out. Here we go. All right, officially no skunk. Missed the take on that one. This is a little bigger fish. Not that it's hard to be bigger than that last one I just caught. Absolutely gorgeous brook trout. Holy smokes. See if I can show this guy to the camera. Look at that. Just an absolute stunner. So I've got a little ruler here on my apron. I'm going 20. I'm sitting at about 7 feet of water. I'm going 20, 40, 60, 72, 6 feet deep. and 7 feet of water. I might even be fishing a little bit shallower than that as I cast towards the shore. Right over here, there's a little inlet stream. Always a good spot to target, especially if you're new to a lake and you're not sure. I want to cast right up towards that, if I can. Yep, right there. That cast right there is going to catch fish. Yep. Come back for it. There we go. Nice. Looks like I got a double. I did have a double. I had one on the leech and one on the dialback. I'd say that so far today's got all the makings to be a good day. That's 3 or 4 casts, 3 fish, just had a double. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. Plenty of brook trout to be caught. Hopefully we can get into one of those holdover rainbows if any made it through the winter freeze. This one's got a little bit of weight to it. Flies out. Another beautiful little brookie. There we go. God, these are one of my favorite fish to catch. Pound for pound, they bite. They're super pretty. It's a bummer they're invasive. Well, not invasive. Introduced. This guy's hooked funny, I think. Oh no, I got him. Okay. Look at those fins. All right, this fish has got some weight. Biggest fish I've had on so far today. Could be a rainbow. Is it? Nope. Just a foul hooked brookie. Sorry about that, bud. This is frankly kind of silly. So I came out here about 3 days ago or so to do a little recon mission to see if the ice was off the lake, and lo and behold it was. This is the earliest I've fished this lake by, I don't know, 4, maybe even 6 weeks. So I was walking along the shore, checking stuff out, and 3 things stood out to me. There were little either back swimmers or boatmen. I'm not sure which. I don't know which we have here. Maybe we have both. I'm not sure. If you know if we have back swimmers or water boatmen, let me know down in the comments. But it was one of those 2 when they were tiny, like babies, swimming around in the shallows. I saw a perfect little damsel nymph. It was probably a 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch long, bright green. And I saw a crawdad walking around on the bottom. So all of those things told me that today could be a good day. So here we are. And oh yeah, and it is definitely gonna be a good day. If I didn't catch another fish all day, I'd be happy. I probably just jinxed it. What do we got here? This one's not fighting. This one might be a rainbow. Oh yeah. Look at that. Right in the corner of the mouth. There we go. That is officially the first rainbow I've ever caught in this lake. Beautiful holdover fish. So that lake's been in here at least a year. They haven't planted this lake since June of last year. Cool. Just unbelievable morning so far. It's almost every cast. Unreal. This one's pulling like he's somebody. Fat. I had to stop and offload some of that coffee I drank on the way up here this morning, and decided, why not try something different? So I'm going to tie on a different balanced, different kind of a jig leech style pattern. I'm going to tie on a little tiny chironomid, since the only thing that's eating that deal back today was when I had that little double early on, and see what that does. I can always go back to that green pattern if the next one doesn't do any good. I feel pretty lucky to be up here today. It's perfect day. I'm the only angler on the water so far, catching fish. Hard to beat. Most of this end of the lake is quite shallow, except right up against the rock slide here, and right over here on this bank, there's kind of a little deeper pocket. I'm gonna kind of stealthily cruise up here and see if there's something hanging out down at depth. They're probably all up in the shallows right now feeding, but you never know. There might be somebody hanging out down there. Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. Gorgeous fish. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Just a little guy on the chironomid. All right, the little brown pine squirrel leech did work. Now I'm tying on probably my favorite pattern. Orange head turner bead, spawn flyfish, cutthroat cush, dubbing, and a pine squirrel tail. I absolutely love this fly. It crushes for me. Let's see if it does any work today. I was starting to think they didn't like the orange, but this guy did. So that orange and green caught a few, but not as good as I thought. I think they want smaller bugs here, so I went down to this little guy, size 14. Well, I was just saying to myself that the bite seems to have turned off a little bit, and I got myself into what feels like a good rainbow. Oh, you son of a biscuit. That was for sure the biggest fish of the day. For sure. I have absolutely no reason to complain. Today has been an incredible day. Really good day. Best day of the year so far, hands down. But that was for sure the biggest fish of the day that I just lost. Looked like a rainbow. I did see it jump. Didn't have the camera turned on for that, but oh well. So if that was a brook trout, I don't think it was. It looked like a rainbow when it jumped, but if that was a brookie, it would have been a massive brookie. But it was a good sized rainbow if it was a rainbow. Definitely bigger than the one I caught earlier today. That's good though. That means they're still in here. It means a few of them lived through the summer last year and lived through the winter, and they're still in here. So there's chance for some bigger fish. These waves are getting to be just a little bit big for this little bobber. It's getting hard to see. There we go. Not that hard to see, I guess. Okay. He didn't want to give up. Yeah. Beautiful little rainbow. Nice fish. So that's interesting. 2 bows right off of this log here. There's no reason to not go right back to it. Now the wind is not wanting to be my friend. He took the chironomid right in the scissor. So it's interesting to me, I pulled 2 rainbows and a brookie out from under this same log. Will those different fish species hang out together? I really don't know. That was a take. I know that generally speaking, little fish don't hang out with big fish and vice versa, but I don't really know about different species. Yep. God, I've pulled what, 6 or 7? I can't remember. This is going to be 7 or 8 fish out from under this log. And they just keep coming. Perfect. Alright, we'll throw one more cast back in here and then we're going to give this log a rest. Just a baby. Thinking that wind is my sign that it's time to go home. Made it back to the truck and got everything put away, and now I'm really sad the day's over. What a really fun day. Lost count on the brookies, we'll see. I doubt I'll put everyone on the video because that just gets boring to watch, but tons of brook trout. 3 rainbows, which is really cool. 2 to the net, lost 1 big one, but oh well. Epic day anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, think about hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you again soon.